Tonight, we're meeting a man who found himself on the streets of Ashland nearly 4 years ago. He says he was in a hopeless situation and he lost faith in everything.
But his will to survive led him to an organization called Home at Last. They help people who are homeless with disabilities get into housing and from there teach them life skills to keep them off the streets. NBC5's Blakely McHugh has the story.
If anybody questions what hell on earth is, I've lived it. I've lived it. Still, I had to come out of it.
Brandon Offord found himself living on the streets. He says a disability prevented him from being able to work full time, and that, coupled with poor choices, led him to homelessness.
Bad decisions, bad choices in life. Going against my morals, going against my better judgment, choosing immediate gratification over long-term success.
Though Brandon was homeless, he knew he couldn't give up. He was always looking for a way to get ahead, a way to get himself off the streets.
And my goal every day was to reach out, find resources. Where did you get those shoes? Where'd you get that sleeping bag? How did you eat last night? Where did you sleep? And just keep moving up.
That's how we found out about Home at Last.
Home at Last is a small, permanent supportive housing program for homeless people with disabilities. And that means we provide, we pay the rent, we pay their utilities, and we provide case management.
Brandon got in contact with them nearly 4 years ago, but it wasn't an immediate solution. It took Home at Last about 7 months to find Brandon a home, but once they did, he says it made everything worth it.
I knew it instantly. This was my place. I just fell down on a knee and started crying.
Brandon's now been living in his home for 3 years, and he says he loves it. But if it weren't for his perseverance, he says the outcome could have been much different.
If you give me that much, just today, I'm going to go out there and do everything I can to make it one more day, and I'm coming off these streets. Hope is the key.
In Ashland, Blakely McHugh, NBC5 News.
Brandon suffers from bipolar and degenerative spinal disease. He's used the help of being in a home to continue with mental and physical therapy.
He also just got approved for a Section 8 voucher 3 weeks ago.